Today, it's a Week 9 matchup set to go here between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Indianapolis Colts. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we take a look at the Colts entering play. They come in playing pretty good football. Winners of 4 of their last 6 games. Meanwhile, for the visiting Jaguars, they come in riding high. Just 1 loss in their last 7 games.
It's a very focused team, very disciplined. They've kept the penalties to a minimum, and they're winning football games.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their 6'4" quarterback.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it, in the middle of the schedule. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And incomplete to open things up.
These 2 teams met up earlier in the year, back in Week 4, and it was the visiting Colts who won that first matchup. So they'll look for the season sweep here back home in Indy.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Throw left side complete. That's Smith. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
They'll look to throw.
This one completes Alec Pierce.
They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Now back to throw.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Shaquille Griffin with a pick.
And the Jags are going to take possession of the football.
Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weak?
Touchdown, Jaguars! Christian Kirk, his 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Jaguars use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. A nice, tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only 1 play to score it.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And no return here for Reed. This will be a touchback.
2nd drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And he'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32.
Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I
like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor.
Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
Incomplete.
And that drop will cause a little bit of angst for the play caller because you know they've worked all week game planning and flexing the tight end out and making him a matchup issue for the defense. They had what they wanted, and he drops the ball.
Man, just couldn't hang on to the slant. And it's a fumble, and the Jags grab it. There he goes left side. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. And they put it on the ground here on the second drive. And, of course, Charles, that follows drive number 1 where they had the INT.
Makes you wonder what's going on with this team because a lot of times we can attribute it to nerves, but maybe it's a lack of focus. Maybe it's the preparation for the game. Maybe they just came into a little lackadaisical because that's just not looking good at all. That's just not the football that we came here to see.
Give him 3 on the gain there, 2nd and goal.
He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Etienne. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. Now a field goal try coming up here for the Jags. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further.
So the fumble recovery had them set up in ideal field position, but they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're able to force turnovers, especially when it results in field position like they had, you really want to make it hurt. Here, they take the field goal. That's definitely not what they were hoping for.
And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback.
And the Colts getting ready to go.
And they enter play here in this one on a 2-game win streak, plus they come off the open week as well. So this is a team that has a lot of things working in their favor.
Oh, it certainly is, and let's face it, this team is playing so well. The worry now is that after a few extra days off, they'll be sluggish coming into this game. So I've heard that he spent more time in practice working what they call good versus good, starting offense versus starting defense. They want a fast start in this next game.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard. Well, this defense for the Jaguars, they really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
There's a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. He'll drop to throw.
He's going to find Taylor downfield. It's complete.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 34-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 34. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
So the hand got inside the face mask that time. Looked like a pretty easy call.
And it was, and we saw this in their loss last week. Penalties at inopportune times that led to their demise.
On the draw is Taylor.
And power running here down to the 6-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football. Let's get things settled down.
Got a man. It's Pittman, and he holds it in for the Colts touchdown.
It's a 6-yard touchdown pass.
And the Colts have got it back to the score. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. So already not the best of kick returns there, but that penalty, that adds insult to injury and backs him up even closer to the goal line.
Yeah, not ideal field position to begin a drive, is it? Because the extra pressure now goes on the offense. They've got to get some early yards and get away from the shadow of their own goalposts. What every offense wants to do in this situation, get 2 first downs to help out with field position at the least.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Lawrence will throw.
Steps away to his left.
And Lawrence going to smartly hit the deck here as he is able to pick up the first down in the process.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence.
This is caught. It's Kirk. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
But he's turning in a nice performance. Remember, he had the touchdown earlier, and this time he's able to beat double coverage to grab it.
I think that if he weren't worried about a taunting penalty, he'd run by the opposing team's bench and say, guys, 2 is not going to be enough. You better get some more guys trying to cover me. He knows how to get open downfield.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
Some good strong running right there, some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
They'll run with Etienne.
And this time he is in.
Travis Etienne
with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So that drives 7 plays in length.
And it was capped off by a Travis Etienne touchdown run. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. No run back here for Reed, so this will come out to the 25. The Colts set to take over here offensively.
They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw.
Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw.
That's complete to Pierce. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Part of Darnay sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go. And let's see who's faster.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Well, so far, little to no resistance by the defense on this drive alone. 3 passes, 3 completions, 3 first downs. They're taking it to him, and it's paying off.
Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he'll get it inside the 35.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
Here's 2nd and 8. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 23. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
Running straight ahead, Taylor.
And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now a handoff up the middle. Benedict. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great effort there.
His first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Colts are back within a score. Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And it leads down to a field goal at 17-14. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Christian Kirk and company heading back onto the field. He's doing what he's capable of, having a solid game. Not the most amazing game. He's not over 100 yards, but a good game so far.
And you just know that mentally, he feels like he's one catch away from turning it into a great game and starting on that road. And the defenders are well aware of that, too. They've got to figure out a way to not let that escalate. Keep him right in this zone here and call it a day, because otherwise he can really decimate them.
Better believe they are well aware of his playmaking ability.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Throwing now, Lawrence on first down.
That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays and 3 first downs given up. They've got to find answers, and they've got to find them quick.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. On second down, ETN once more.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
49 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
First down. Moore. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A great play there. with his first career NFL touchdown, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return here for Reed. This will be a touchback. And now Indianapolis set to take the field.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated. We know he has a lot of confidence in his arm and likes to force it downfield, but the coverage was tight there. Fortunate that wasn't picked off.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now a throw here, hauled in. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. He'll drop this down to Taylor, and they're going to get this up to midfield.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Smith catches left side.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Now the Colts moving quickly here in the hurry-up offense.
Left side, he finds Pierce.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 26. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Again, he'll drop to throw.
Delivers another one to Pierce.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11, first down.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Taylor. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, a chip shot here. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference.
Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the 3rd quarter and continue this midseason contest.
The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this second half.
And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback.
So here are the Jaguars to take over on offense. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10.
Second half starts with a run by Etienne.
And he stopped immediately there.
There to stop him, Shaquille Leonard, the linebacker.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
From the gun, it's Lawrence.
Eluding the pressure right. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
67 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on third down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right, they need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped.
On first down, right back to ETN.
As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance, they're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. Quick slant caught by Kirk.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. The end result, 21 yards.
Running out of the gun with ETN.
And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
ETN once more.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there. Needed 4.
So many things go into making a good play on defense. In this situation, just not being blown out of the way was a big start. And then a nice tackle to finish things off.
They'll try and run for it. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great effort there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game.
And the Jaguars take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away.
And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback.
Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the 2nd half.
Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the 2nd half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome, a little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out. Well, obviously the pass rush gets the glory and the statistics on this play, but the coverage, they deserve a ton of credit too. Denied open windows, erased the quarterback's targets one by one. Everywhere he looked, someone was covered. Only a matter of time before someone got there to bring him down.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
And he's got his tight end, that's Smith. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
Normally on third down and short yardage, you're thinking to throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
And that's off the mark, incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
He'll get that one to Taylor complete.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The 21 yards there as they convert on third.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball and let him do his thing, and they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
Now a play fake here on first down.
Smith brings it in, going across the middle. Down inside the 10.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Herb Smith Jr.,
26 yards.
and the Colts are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25.
As the offense returns, let's take a look at running back Travis Etienne.
And he's sure looking like a lock for a 1,000-yard season. Don't know if he's going to get it in this game, but he'd probably like to just to get past that point.
Yeah, and if he doesn't, as you noted, there's still time, still opportunity. There's still more games to be played. So, yeah, it's not a lot. But barring injury, it certainly looks like he's going to get there. And what an accomplishment that is. Anytime you get over 1,000 yards, you're celebrated in the NFL.
It's been quite a season. Still a couple chapters left in that book, though.
So it was already a gain on the completion, but tack on some more with that penalty.
Absolutely, and no matter what angle you're making the tackle from, you can't grab the face mask, and that's just putting your defense on its heels just a little bit more.
Straight ahead, Etienne.
And down inside the 40 to about the 38.
And even 100 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
From the 38, Lawrence completes it to Evan Ingram. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the third quarter. It'll be first and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
And they'll run with Etienne.
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown.
Travis Etienne.
His second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Jaguars sure look like they're going to be moving to 8-1 as they add on to their lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. No run back here for Reed, so this will come out to the 25.
Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And he'll get this past the 20 as he gets about 4. Second and 14. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to fourth down.
Even keeping the back end for extra protection on third down, they still couldn't prevent the sack. Now it's fourth and long thanks to a terrific individual effort on defense.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Colts unable to convert here on fourth down. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
From down at the 12, it's first and 10. Here's Lawrence.
Rolling to his right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
110 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
And this offense on third down today, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
And they'll go again with Etienne.
And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to fourth down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Going for it, here's Etienne.
And he'll take this into the end zone. A touchdown, Jacksonville.
Travis Etienne
with career touchdown number 75.
And the Jaguars add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And no return here for Reed. This will be a touchback.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field.
They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing big here in this 4th quarter.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that oh, it's out. Smith lost it. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help him improve.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now Lawrence.
He'll buy some time right. And I think the ball's out.
In today's NFL, most teams don't have as many goals for the game like we used to have where you checked off your boxes. But 0 turnovers, that's a universal. And while it won't likely cost them in this game, they're going to regret the fact that they coughed one up here.
Yeah, their first blemish. They had mistake-free football prior.
And connecting here with Pittman on the out route.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and that's going to bring up second down. Back to throw here. And that's complete to the right side. It's Marshall. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the fourth. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again.
The toss here completed to Pittman. And they're going to get this up to midfield. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
Back to throw again. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
That one finds Pierce right side.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game. All right, Captain, it's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Terrace Marshall.
A 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Colts go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And the lead will be cut down to 14. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Jaguars are going to cover this one up. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't he?
And it's out. He put it on the carpet. But it looked like a Jaguar was able to cover this thing, and so Jacksonville will keep control. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7.
ETN up the middle.
And he gets it down to the 32. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down.
Here's Lawrence to throw.
Looking in zone for Jones.
And oh no, it's incomplete. Well, it's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up fourth down.
To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
And he is going to have the Jaguars first down as they wind up getting 13 there on fourth down.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Christian Kirk with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jags tack on another score as they have dominated this fourth quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback.
Here comes the Colts offense now as they make their way onto the field.
Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
Now he dumps this off over the middle, and they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now they got to get to the line quickly. He'll find his man. That's Taylor again. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. 2nd and 5.
They'll get this off to Taylor. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
On first down, he'll drop to throw.
He'll get this one to Pittman. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
One final shot. They'll look to throw.
And going right back to Pittman.
And he'll get this to the 22. So they began the play at the 11, and it's a gain of 11. First down.
Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles, these defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contest.
Yeah, neither end zone had a stop sign in it, did they? I mean, for both sides, visit it, and with frequency. Not fun to be a defensive player, but on the offensive side of the ball, those guys had a blast. One team came away with a victory, even better for them.
So for Jacksonville, they're setting themselves up as a major contenders.